time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
James Helder, IFL TV, MTK Global. With me, I've got heavyweight juggernaut Joe JOYCE at the press conference stage for inside for his announcement taking on American Donnie Palmer. Firstly, how are you, Joe?
I'm good.
Good. Quite an interesting press conference. First time I've seen someone, well, getting a bit more excited with you, giving it back a little bit as well. How do you think today went?
Yeah, it went well. I think it was quite exciting. He started like trying to dig me out and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously I've got to fire back. Can't take that. Take no jib from a man from the States.
Indeed.
So I'm just looking forward to Saturday and see what he's got to offer. It's good that he's got confidence in himself and he thinks he can take what I have and yank that silver spoon out my mouth or whatever is going on about. We'll see if he can live up to his talk and let's get on.
Quite unusual for a heavyweight to phone up David Haye to request to fight yourself at this stage. What went through your mind when David said you'd received an offer from Donnie and his team?
Yeah, it's quite because normally they're trying to avoid me or duck or dive or whatever, but it's that's new that he's and I think I commend him. Like, it's good to come out and challenge someone as myself, try and take my scalp, as they say.
Try and take that silver spoon that you insisted you've been blessed with. Is that the case? Have you been silver spoon fed so far?
No, I've had obviously I've had a struggle. Obviously, when I started boxing, I was working, I was training at the same time. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get on to the even to win the ABAs, to get on the GB team, and
that'll be at Earlsfield ABC.
Earlsfield ABC, and to go all around the world, boxing in tournaments in like some unheard of countries that you'd never go on holiday, and I had Fraser Clark on my tails, I had to always be the number one and manage to just always be consistent and perform at the highest level and qualify for the Olympic Games and obviously come back with a silver medal. I mean, it's tough enough even to get to the Olympics, let alone win a silver medal. So it's not like I've been handed a silver spoon. I've worked for all that I've got, and talk's cheap.
Going to be the smaller man in this. Probably the first time in your professional career that you'll be going against someone with such a bigger advantage in height and reach than yourself. He's obviously got a 9-1 record, so he suggests he's got a lot more experience than you in the paid ranks.
Yeah.
Is this the test you can get up for? Are you really motivated for this kind of fight?
Yeah, and he's got quite a good knockout ratio as well. Isn't it 8 knockouts, 9 wins, 8 knockouts? So I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch out and not take any shots. Even though I've got a good chin, I'll just be avoiding his shots and hopefully landing some big ones of my own.
He mentioned he's been sparring rounds with numerous heavyweights. One in particular that stood out was Dillian Whyte. Then he made a sort of comment that you're not on the same level as the guys he's been sparring. What do you take from that?
Well, Dillian Whyte, he fought Ian Lewison as well, and it would have taken like 11 rounds or something to take him out there, whereas I took him out there in 8. So I don't really see what he's going on about with that. And obviously I'm a different animal than Dillian Whyte. I've got a bigger engine, I throw more shots, and I think hopefully now I'm a bit more skillful. So, and who else was he bringing up? He was bringing up,
he said he'd spar some rounds with Erkan Tepa, the former European heavyweight champion, had a victory over David Price. A couple other names.
Oh, he said Usyk.
Well.
He's mentioned Usyk.
He mentioned a defeat.
When I was like proper like novice, still novicey, like with hands up there, no head movement, and then against Usyk was like he's like gold medalist. Like,
it's not a bad defeat to have though on your record, is it? To be honest,
I don't know what the point was there, but.
What do you make? You mentioned Dillian Whyte. He's got a big fight next week against Lucas Big Daddy Brown. What do you make of that contest?
It'll be good. Hopefully, I'll be there watching and see it firsthand. Yeah, it should be good.
Who wins, in your opinion, against Dillian Whyte, Big Daddy Lucas Brown?
I'd like to see WHYTE to take that one. Yeah.
Do you think it'll be a clinical win, or do you see it as a long drawn out affair? How do you sort of see that fight tactically playing out?
It might. I think it might be. In my opinion, might be a long drawn out affair. I don't think it'll. I don't think anyone will be stopping anyone early.
Mentor David Hay returns May 5th in the grudge rematch against Tony Bellew. Redemption on the cards, no doubt he'll be wishing that will be the case. What are your thoughts on it, and how do you assess where Hay is mentally, physically, if you like?
Well, I've seen him in the gym, and he's obviously he's in good nick. He's doing well. He's he's light on his feet again, and he's just. I thought he was looking good for where obviously the unfortunate injury happened with his arm, but he's looking amazing in training for the December 17th show. Saw him like sparring, looking like really skillful, slipping shots, like lighting his feet, landing some good shots, like looking like amazing skills. So I thought he was on fire then. So I think he's going to be even better come May the 5th.
What did you make of Deontay Wilder's win against Luis Ortiz? How did you assess that?
Yeah, that was a really good fight. I thought it could have gone either way, and Ortiz, like, it's obviously skillful Cuban campaigner. It would have been the first heavyweight to win, Cuban heavyweight to win a world title. And like I was hoping he was going to make history there.
Do you see Ortiz as a future opponent down the line for yourself?
I think he's getting on a bit. I think that was his chance there. But obviously Deontay Wilder, obviously he's got weathered the storm. He's got a chin, and he can properly bang. So he's had quite an easy rise to the top. But that was a real challenge for him, and he delivered. And so it's a really good fight to watch. So it'll be good to see what's next, who's going to fight next.
Well, we're hoping, as boxing fans, that the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder fight will be potentially somewhere down the line. But he's got the unification with Joseph Parker to get through to try and get that WBO strap to his sort of haul of medals. Yeah. How do you see Joshua's chances against Joseph Parker?
I think he's gonna win it. But then obviously Joseph Parker is a heavyweight champion in his own world champion in his own right. I think he will make it very hard. He's young, he's durable, and he's powerful. So. He could definitely cause an upset. Everyone's probably favouring Anthony Joshua. So
bookies have got Joshua as a massive favourite coming into the fight as well. Do you think we can take that something away from that?
Yeah, probably. But then obviously it's heavyweight boxing, and it only takes one shot. You see, like the shot he took against Klitschko, he's wobbled and he's nearly out of there. So if Parker catches him with a shot like that and he doesn't recover in time, then it could be good night.
You've been in camp with Jorge Linares of late. You've been around him. You'll know how he feels and how he's looking. We obviously got that monster fight against Vasyl Lomachenko coming up on. How do you see Linares getting on with Vasyl Lomachenko?
Well, Linares is obviously an animal. Like when he's training, he gets really focused. He's so skillful, and it'll be a really amazing fight to watch. I think it will be a lot more exciting than the fight with Lomachenko Rigondeaux, which I was a little bit disappointed in. I'm just looking forward to such an exciting fight.
Think Linares can beat Vasyl Lomachenko? Do you think he'll be too skillful, or do you see a Lomachenko victory? How do you see it, Joe?
Well, because me knowing Linares personally, I'd hope that he has what it takes to beat Lomachenko. Obviously, they're both like very they're so amazing in their with their skill sets that it'll be a good clash. Linares has fought a lot of southpaws of late, so
good point.
With Campbell and what was the other guy? Oh, anyway, so he'll be stepping it up each. He stepped it up each time, so Lomachenko needs to watch out.
All right, well, we'll see you at the heavyweight tomorrow. We'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow. Thank you very much for giving to our full team.
Heavyweight, what are you talking about?
Heavyweight tomorrow. Mine's a bit frazzled today.
Do you want a coffee or something?
I could do one. And thank you very much for giving me some time, Joe.
In history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.